A city after sunset. The myriad lights enhance its glamour, turning night almost into day. Lights in homes, lights in shops, lights in factories, street lights, neon lights, automobile headlights, lights, lights, lights everywhere. When a war is on, and the enemy takes to bombing large towns, commercial and industrial centers under cover of darkness, those lights, which can be seen from a great height and distance, disclose the location of the targets. It is up to us, as responsible citizens, to ensure that the enemy is not able to see these lights. The only way to achieve this is by observing what we call a blackout. Blackout enables the people to protect themselves and their towns from enemy aircraft at night, without incurring the discomfort of total darkness. Blackout is effected by dimming and obscuring the lights to a prescribed standard, so that neither the lights themselves nor the areas they illuminate are visible from any height and distance. Let us see how an average householder can achieve this. To start with, all lights inside the house should be covered by a mask made of black cloth, black or thick brown paper, or other opaque material, in such a way that no direct ray can be seen from outside. In any case, intensity of the light in the illuminated area should not be more than the illumination of a 25-watt bulb at a distance of 20 feet, or an ordinary hurricane lantern held at a distance of 6 feet. No ray, direct from the source or reflected from a bright surface, should be visible outside the building. To ensure this, if necessary, powerful bulbs should be replaced by less powerful ones. Glass panes on the door and windows should be pasted with black paper, thick brown paper, or with black cloth. This will also afford protection from flying splinters. Curtains on the windows and doors should be drawn so that no light goes outside. The glow from a tube light is usually powerful and can be seen from a great distance. So, if it cannot be switched off permanently, it is necessary to cover it fully with a black paper mask with 2 narrow slits on either end. This will reduce the glow to the minimum. Even the slits should not be visible from outside. If there are mirrors in the rooms, it is important to make sure that no reflected light or glare is thrown upwards outside the building. As an additional safety measure, bulbs from non-essential lights should be removed. Ideally, this is how a building should look in a blackout. The other important aspect of blackout is the control of lights on vehicles. All headlights of automobiles which throw powerful beams should be subdued. Paste the headlights of the car with brown paper, 1 thickness on the whole and an additional thickness on the upper half, so that no beam is thrown and the light is sufficiently subdued. But the best way to prevent the throwing of a beam is to paint the headlights with black color, leaving only a 1/8 inch horizontal slit, half an inch below the center of the light. This slit should also be pasted with white paper. Side lights and back lights too should be painted in black, leaving a very narrow slit. The signal indicator should be painted in white. All automobiles should have white paint or other equally conspicuous white material applied or affixed to the bumper or running boards or an equivalent position, so that the outlines of the vehicles will be visible to pedestrians and other moving traffic after sunset. Lights and fenders of motorcycles and scooters should be covered in a similar manner. Apply white paint to a minimum of 1 foot of the back and front mudguards of your bicycles and cover the headlights suitably. A hurricane lantern or any other covered light carried in the open or kept on the wayside or near a house should be properly subdued. Its glass should be painted black or blue down to the level of the flame so that no direct light is visible from above. The beam of a torch can be seen from a long distance, from high above. Cover it up with 1 thickness of dry brown paper all over the glass. This will reduce the intensity of the glow to a level where the feeble light enables objects to be seen, but will not itself be visible from a distance. Under no circumstances should the covered torch be pointed upwards. In a blackout, street lights, lights in public places like railway platforms, as also lights in factories and workshops are to be controlled. This is done by the authorities concerned, who should get all the cooperation from the citizens. In cases of cities and towns situated near the front line or near an important airfield, it may be necessary to observe crash blackout, which means total darkness after sunset. But the primary duty of all responsible citizens is to ensure a successful blackout by dimming and obscuring the lights in their home in an emergency. So please remember, in a blackout, cover up all lights with black cloth or black or thick brown paper so that no light is seen from outside. Do not forget to cover glass panes with black or brown paper or black cloth. Draw the curtains to ensure that no light falls outside the room, through the window or otherwise. Prevent beams being thrown from the headlights on automobiles, motorbikes, scooters and cycles by covering them up according to instructions. Paint the glass of hurricane lanterns, particularly when used outdoors, black or blue, down to the level of the flame. Cover up the glass of torch lights with 1 thickness of brown paper. Even then, always hold the torch downwards so that the light cannot be seen from above. A successful blackout ensures personal safety and minimizes death and destruction.